So I watched a video the other day. Can't remember now if it was the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon or Late Night with Seth Meyers. But it was John Mulaney and Cardi B. And on this episode, John Mulaney, who is a comedian, writer for SNL, yada yada yada, was obviously being interviewed, but then Cardi B shows up, and she has had a baby or is having a baby. I don't even know. I don't keep up with her that much, and I don't really have that much exposure to her, except via those Snapchat Discover stories. Sorry, I was looking the other way. There was traffic coming. So this interview that she was on, this talk show, was my first real experience with knowing anything about her. And throughout her discussion, I came to ask myself a question. I was asking myself, I wonder what Cardi B's IQ is. And I posted this in the comments. I said just that. I said I'd be interested to know what Cardi B's IQ score is. And this was not in a malicious way. I was not implying that she was stupid. I was not implying that her score would be low. In fact, what I was actually doing was I was curious mainly because the way she was interacting with John Mulaney, who is extremely witty and smart and clever and funny, she was keeping up with him step for step. And it was amazing because to look at this girl and she's a hip-hop artist, and that does not mean anything against any other hip-hop artist. They might be very, very intelligent people, but the way they carry themselves, the way they act, does not exude intelligence. But she's sitting there, just boom, boom, boom. Her timing, her inflections, everything she was doing and saying made her look a lot, or made her appear a lot smarter than she may or may not actually be. I don't know. And so I was curious. I was legitimately curious what her IQ score is, because, to be honest, my first impression is, as she's sitting there on her knees on this sofa, just kind of like girl at a slumber party style, she came across as less than intelligent, to put it as kindly as I possibly can. So I posted this, and a few days later I get a reply, a comment on my comment saying, and what would that matter, internet people, and what would that matter, or what would that prove, that she's still more successful than you ever will be? It's like, okay, easy, dude. Like, are you her dad? Are you the Cardi B fan club president? Like, what is your deal? I was just stating I'd be interested to know what her IQ score is, because she does not exude intelligence in the way she acts regularly, but this interview swayed my opinion of that in the positive direction. So we'll talk a little more this afternoon about that comment, but just know that Cardi B is clever. She can keep up with the high rollers in the comedic world, in the battles of wits world, and I was impressed. And then I was taken down a peg by random YouTube commenter 123. We'll talk more on that this afternoon. I'll see you then.